Hi guys, so today I thought I'd take you through something a bit different and share with you our huge weekly shop. I'm hoping this is going to last us more like 10 days, but it's a massive shop, lots of snacks, lots of things, a few books that I found in our Lidl and everything. So I went to 3 shops today. I went to Home Bargains, Lidl and Tesco. And first of all, I'm just going to start by sharing with you our weekly meal plan. So I always write a meal plan and then do the shopping every single week for 7 days. And I also write bakes down that I want to make that week. So I make sure that I've got all the ingredients. So we're starting on Saturday. So today we've just got some chicken legs left over from last week. So I'm just going to do a really simple chicken, broccoli and rice. And then the kids really love to put like a bit of soy sauce on their rice, which is really yummy, but that's really basic. Tomorrow we're going to have homemade pizzas and veg. This recipe is, I tried it on a whim because I have a child with ARFID. For those of you who don't know what that is, it's kind of like a restricted diet. And they really struggle with their calcium intake. And this recipe is simply Greek yogurt and plain flour with a bit of baking powder for the base. You don't need to wait for it to rise or anything. It's super simple. It's 100 grams of the Greek yogurt per 100 grams of plain flour, and that makes 1 pizza. So I do a 500 gram tub of Greek yogurt with 500 grams of plain flour, and I put about a teaspoon of baking powder, and that makes that. And then, as you'll see, I'm going to add some frozen veg on the side of that to make it a bit more, well, a bit healthier. But the toppings, I think letting them decorate their own pizzas really encourages them to add veg when they might not. So that's what we're going to have. I might have it with salad, but they'll probably have it with frozen veg. Then on Monday, we've got sea bass and new potatoes. Again, it will have some form of veg with it. Tuesday is teriyaki chicken and rice. It's really basic again. We love rice, the kids love rice, so I'll just add some more veg to that. Burgers and chips. Quite often I make my own chips, but this week I just bought a big bag. Vegan chili and rice again. Like I said, they love rice. They also will have brown rice, which is really good because they'll also have whole wheat pasta, but I just use whatever rice we have in. I'm going to make it with butter beans, some lentils, that kind of thing. They love beans and lentils, so this is a really good way to have like a meat-free meal there. Sorry, my dog started barking. My husband's doing work in the garden and he wants to do it too. So yeah, the chicken flatbreads, that's a new Tesco recipe that I want to try. The kids really love flatbreads, and I was hoping that I could make my own tzatziki sauce and see if they would try it. So that was what we were going to do there. And then the bakes are homemade custard cream biscuits. That everyone loved these. It's like top recommended. And again, it's just a Tesco recipe. And millionaire shortbread. And I'll probably just make one and then later in the week make another. Otherwise it will all go really quickly. So that is the meal plan. So if I start off with what I got at Home Bargains. So I have got my receipts. I couldn't believe it actually, it's really expensive. I spent £33.73 at Home Bargains. And so let's see. So we got these, both my child with ARFID and another one of my children really love these, so I got 2 packs so they could share. If you know about ARFID, you know that it's not necessarily about the health of the food, it is just getting them to eat. So and they want to eat the same thing over and over again. So these are something they will eat. The snack attack a snack. And yes, of course, I've tried just having our own big wraps, tortilla wraps, and adding stuff to it, and it's just not the same. So I got 4 of those, and we had a few in the cupboard, so that will be enough for like a week. And then I would hope that they would have a few of these, maybe some strawberries, something on the side with that. I also got these because we're gonna have burgers, and I don't care what anyone says, but plastic cheese, as my mum would say, is the only cheese for burgers. So that's what I got for that. And then Dairy Dunkers as well. My youngest is obsessed with these. And I want to say that the Dunkers were £2.65. I think they're about £3.30 in Tesco's. One thing I do is I have my Tesco app up and I compare prices as I'm going through the shop, just to make sure that I'm not being conned. These are for my husband. These were in Home Bargains. They were on offer for £2.49. Quite a big pack. Then these are my husband's favourite pizzas. So we got 2 of those. They're big. And that wasn't part of the meal. So that's why I'm saying that's like the 8th dinner of the week. So yeah, because we all have the homemade pizzas with the kids. Then I just got loads of snacks. So club bars, these wafers. We do Snackverse, which is, if you don't know, you try a different country each month, and they had these like wafer things, and my child, again, that has the issue with eating, absolutely loved them. So I thought I have to get some of those. These are for me. They're like a guilty pleasure. Oh, and then I got the caramel version, Maryland cookies. You can see how many snacks we got. This is like way more than a week's worth, but I thought while I'm there I'm just going to get it. These, my boys really love these. Own brand like Oreo mini packs. I think that's everything from Home Bargains, I want to say. Don't think I got anything else there. If I do, I'll sort of say along the way. Then I went to Lidl. So again, more snacks from Lidl. So I got these from Lidl. They're just like the own brand version. They're from Tesco. They're from Tesco. Oh, big bags of crisps, like share bags. These and these. The crackers. My boys love the crackers. Oh yes, I did get this from Home Bargains just for me to like as a little snack when I can't be bothered to make anything. And that was, I don't think it was that expensive. It was just a little like treat. Where is it? There it is, £1.49. So it's kind of like a silly spend, to be honest, but I got it anyway, just for a little pick-me-up for me. So I got peppers, cucumber, lettuce. Peppers will go with the teriyaki chicken. Lettuce, salad stuff is just all through the week. Apples. My boys are obsessed with apples. Red onions and the lemon. They're both going to be for the flatbreads. These, my middle child loves a big bowl of cereal, but he is starving as soon as he wakes up. So sometimes I'll let him have one of these just as like an added extra. Then I got 2 packs of 6. To be honest, I didn't realise there was 6 in the pack. Otherwise I would have just gone one pack. I thought it was 4 because there's 5 of us and we'll have one each. But that's fine because we can just have them as a sandwich type flatbread thing. Then I wanted to share, so these are, we have actually got a really big range of these already. My 6-year-old mainly loves these, but these were only £3.99, and I want to say, yeah, the RRP is like £9.99, and the cheapest I see them in like the works is about £5.99, so I thought £3.99 was like a real steal. So I got the look inside how things work, look inside your body, and it's just a bit of a younger version of some of their other lifter flaps. So they're really, really good. Came in and stole some of those. These, I knew he'd love them. And then how things work, which is something that he's super into. He wants to be a garage man, a mechanic. So these have got lots about mechanics of things, how things work. Electricity, super interested in like solar panels and stuff, so I thought that would be a really good one for us to read through. We have got why the sun there's a few that we've got, like why the sun shines, how plants grow, space ones. He's really into space, so we've got a few space ones. But yeah, I just thought they would be a nice addition. I am thinking come September of doing them each like a little like gift basket type thing for the upcoming school year, and so I might keep them for that for him. This is kind of cupboard staples. So I got sweet corn, which is just an easy thing to add to things, especially for my child that struggles with eating. They love sweet corn. I know it's not a super healthy vegetable, but like I said, anything is better than nothing. So they really like that. And then I've got tuna. My husband and me really like a tuna salad sandwich, so that's for that. Beans. My youngest really wants to have eggs and beans for lunch, so I got lots of beans. And again, like a jacket potato for some lunch or something. This is like necessary in the house. Unfortunately, I did have a few goes at trying to make my own, and I can maybe share that in the future because it did work. My eldest loved it. The boys were less keen, but maybe I used only natural sugars, coconut sugar, so maybe if I added a little bit of white sugar, they might have liked it better. These are the butter beans. I've got kidney beans and I've got lentils, so I didn't load them for the chili. This is to make the caramel for the millionaire shortbread. I needed some more vanilla essence. This is the chocolate for the top of that millionaire shortbread. Granulated sugar for tea. Best of both. These are fortified, which is important when you have a child that doesn't eat cereal and that kind of thing. So that's important for that. Ham for sandwiches. Then this will do a lunch for the 3 children. These are for my eldest. We don't let them have these every day. Again, this will probably last 2 weeks. My youngest two will have one of these for a treat, and my eldest will have one of these for a treat. Just fruity yogurts, corny yogurts. I think that's everything yogurt. This natural yogurt is going to be for that tzatziki dip that I'm going to make. Burgers. I thought these are quite thin, but to be honest, like my husband could have 2. And me and the kids would probably have 1. And then this is along the line of that same snacky, picnicky bit. I really fancied a sausage sandwich, so I'm probably going to have this for lunch. This is going to be for the teriyaki chicken. I usually only get like a 500-gram pack, but they have been loving it so much that I think it could stretch to lunch the next day. So that's why I just went ahead and got the 1 kilogram one. It obviously is better value overall. This is going to be for those flatbreads. I'm just going to pull the meat off. Then this is a little hack. Your Lidl might not, but I imagine every Lidl is doing this. It says 2 Mediterranean sea bass fillets. When I got them last week, and again this week, can you see 1, 2, 3? Every one had 3. And I know the weight might not be there, like it might still be the same weight, but when you've got 3 kids and they would at least have 1, if not 2 fillets each, it just saves a bit. So yeah, so I got 3 packs of them, so 9 fillets, and that will do 1 dinner. And we'll have that, like I said, with new potatoes. I already have new potatoes, so I didn't buy any more. Then this is like my cheat veg. So I've got broccoli, florets, the mixed veg one, and then the big bag of chips. I think that's pretty much everything here. And then I've got big pack of innocent smoothies, cereal. Another thing to keep in mind as well is Lidl cereal is not fortified. I actually got that information from one of my children's dietitians, and so although Lidl is like super good value, I understand that this was only 79p and it is fortified, so it is healthier for them. Obviously this isn't a super healthy cereal, but it is. Then I got 3 apple juice from Lidl. These are from Tesco. These 2. My husband likes cherry. My daughter likes Pepsi Max. 2 milks from Lidl. And then the other things we got from Lidl were bacon rashers. I really love these and the kids love them, so I got 2 packs. These have already been opened. They are delicious white buns. I think I said crackers. My kids love crackers. These ones are a new favourite as well. These taste like mini cheddars, but really mini ones. I think I did all that. Custard creams, my husband again. Kit Kat Chunky will be my husband again. These are for my husband. and jam and cream again for my husband. And then we've got a big pack of eggs because, like I said, my youngest is really fancying eggs at the moment. So I just got a big pack from Lidl. I think that's everything. But the total was £151. So it's a really big shop. I think Lidl was 83, Tesco's was 35. And I think I said how much Home Bargains was, 33. So really big shop. Like I said, the snacks I'm hoping will last us more like 2 weeks, like all of these kind of chocolate things. And the way I do that is I'll put out some into the snack shelf that they have the kids have access to, and then I'll just store the rest away. Otherwise, obviously, they'll all go. If you have kids, you know. But yeah, check out your local Lidl because they did have other ones as well. They had the space one, but we have the space one. And there was another one as well, and I can't remember what it was, but they're really, really good books. So many flaps. This one has, sometimes it says just loads of flaps. And when you have a younger child, it just really like encourages them. My silly long nails, I can't really do them anyway. Really encourages them to get involved in the reading of the book, not just listen. It's all about trains, like on the road. But yeah, that one looks really good. I know he's going to love that one. I'm going to struggle to keep it. Oh, and I got some strawberries. I was really disappointed, actually. I went into Lidl last week and all of their fruit went gross really, really quickly. And I check it pretty well. And then today, all of their fruit, like berries and stuff, were the 11th. And it's the 9th today, I think. So I just got strawberries. So the only thing I will say is we might need more bread later in the week. And we might need more milk. But other than that, I hope nothing more. And I recently did a Home Bargains shop for cleaning supplies and toilet roll and everything. So that's why I don't need any of that. But yeah, that is what we will eat this week. Like I said, hopefully those snacks will last more like 2 weeks. But thanks for watching. If this is interesting to you, let me know and I'll do more videos like this. But I'm going to put it all away now and make the kids some lunch. Thanks, bye.